Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete to Diggs. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Give him 37 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
It's Henderson on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing to the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He put some juice on a deep throw, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they're going to force him out. It looks like just about a step or 2 before he can get to that 20. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. Got a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. New set of downs from 37.
First and 10.
From the pistol, Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Henry on second. And that's good for a gain of 5. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Craig Woodson. And the Patriots come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And he's going to be hit. Sent after about a gain of 1 or 2 yards there.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
May now from the gun.
First down.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Back to the air. It's May. He throws a bullet to the center of the... And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
Intercepted.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
17-yard line.
Play fake. Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Continuing to move past the 45. Along the right sideline. There's space. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Luke tacks on the extra points, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 33-yard line.
May now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here's Henderson. This is going to be shy at first, but not by much. It's fourth and short.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running for it, it's Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
The 47-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Going play action, May. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get it back after making their third first-half interception.
May's pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 48.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Given 25 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Has room into the secondary. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
14. Patriots nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded by Henderson. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 43. Man in motion here. Here's May on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. May looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Now May on 3rd and long. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Going for it with May. Absolutely fires this one right side. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game because it...
Oh, Christian Gonzalez has it! And the Patriots do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Borregales on to send it away. Rasheen Ali on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who gotta have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Get some space around midfield. Finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Just a gain From the gun, Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Lamar off to play fake. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Jackson now on 3rd. This one's caught. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Henry. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
Trying to run with Henry. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Makes the catch, and his fight is stopped after just 2 yards. Interesting choice coming up here on 4th and short.
A gain of 3 yards. Brings up 4th and
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Penalty helps the offense out, but still 4th down to figure out. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Ravens 21. Patriots nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Now can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. He rolls to his right. Caught out wide. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
All right, Brock, your time with Seattle and especially Indy, you were on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because the football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
He brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Cut out left. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Dose of the hurry up here.
12 yards on the play, but it's 3rd down.
May now on 3rd down. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes, got to have this on 4th down. He finds Diggs, right side. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 1st down from the 42.
And the Patriots, 1st down. A gain of 15.
Throwing again, it's May. This is a heater going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, it's May. He finds his running back, Henderson. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
To the air yet again, May. He has the first over the middle, and he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
Again, it's May. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard
Drive begins with Henry. And his progress is stopped with a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. And as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throws this one deep down the right side. Brought in deep down the sideline. So that's going to go as a kick of 36 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Chased out to his right. Finding Flowers. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They're gonna pass it here. Headed out right. He tucks it and takes off. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henry. Design run. Jackson keeping it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. 3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Ravens keep running away with this. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock, as I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But, yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. Here's made in the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kicked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
He's running with it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
From the red zone on 1st. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively here all the...
And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens running them out of the building. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His third total score in this game. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Queen left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That went out wide and intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down? But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter. Stafford down to throw. It's caught. Smith is going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly. He hits Adams complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown. Davante Adams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup. It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the set, and it's going to lead up to 4th down. And it's 3 and out. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. No gain on the
play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Williams going to get it again on second down. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Mayfield off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mayfield now from the 50. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Godwin, the motion man. They go play action. Mayfield. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Baker going to give it to Irving. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Mayfield on play action. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Robbed up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he's brought down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The gain of a yard gets him back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
A gain of a yard brings up
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Oh, some strong running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Williams running left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10. At the 11.
Now it's Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Harrison Beavis on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Here's Mayfield. Incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. Mayfield carrying this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your bad bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off both Buccaneers.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note of the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's good.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Rams first down.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's got this one down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he stopped immediately there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a
They'll
yard.
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, seen up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And the Rams will line up.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
25. Buccaneers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on the offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And able to use his blockers to get this out over the 40.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
47-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's good.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
At the 15-yard line. Ready.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
15-yard line.
Stafford. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And a catch right side by Evans. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Buccaneer first down.
They'll look to throw again. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing here, Stafford. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here's nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
180.
Mayfield.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.